what do we think, Hep?
Ben's are really going to be playing an important role right here. Liquid needs to be shut down based on what they did beforehand, right? As it looks like a Termite ban is going to be the first one to come in right here for BDS. Nothing too strange, so to say. On Cafe, of course, a very important operator for a lot of takes, so they hope to limit Liquid with this. But the question is, what will Liquid do to respond? Are they going to go for another ban as well? No, it's going to be Thatcher now to be removed. And it's going to be making it even harder right now to, well, for the Heart Breachers to do their job.
Oh God! You see the Thermite or you see the Thatcher ban? I think I've ever seen a cafe where you have a Thermite and a Thatcher ban. That's going to be horrific to deal with. We've seen the Maestro get banned out by Team Liquid. They'll leave BDS with the final ban here as they do start out on the defense. And, well, it is going to be the Mirror. So that does leave Echo up and available. But, God, this is going to be a very defender-sided cafe all of a sudden. So, it's actually a really interesting map between these two teams because at DreamHack, Liquid did actually manage to 7-0 G2 on Cafe, but during the OGA close calls, BDS beat G2 7-1. So both teams have defeated G2 here on Cafe.
Oh,
very decisive.
That is definitely going to be an interesting one to look at then, as of course, G2, like, they've only lost to, well, if we look at the teams in the tournament, to both these teams right here. Now MRBR as well as the round of the tournament. But that means we are heading into it. Now it's going to be Liquid to go to attack the bar and cocktail room as BDS have chosen to, well, for once, not go to a tertiary bomb site to start things off with. So they're changing the pace up right here. They're not doing their signature move almost, you can say. And they will be going up for the top floor straight away.
I just don't know what to think about Cafe here because I want to say that this is not a good map for BDS. But we have seen their potential on this.
We have proved that it can be a good
map. We have seen that they have won it very decisively against a decent team during the OGA close calls. But then they went against Force here, and they got absolutely rolled during it, and their attacks did just not go well at all. So, you know, I'm kind of up in the air about it, honestly.
Yeah, there's definitely a double-edged one to come through. Like, you have good results, they have some bad ones as well. It's just really going to rely on the play style right here of the opposing team to see whether or not it's going to be working out for them. What a cam indeed, just tossed in so far, almost perfectly in the corner. As that will be giving quite a lot of information, as I'm not sure they will be actually aware of it, and I'm not sure if PSK is actually going to be trying to scan that out with his ERD, or the cassette threat, as we decided to call it.
The electronics detector?
Oh, that's in a normal skin.
Yeah.
Cassette threat sounds more fun though.
Well, Maringo will get open the new bell catch, and we'll see exactly how this is going to be playing out for Liquid as they begin their attack across the board. Drones are going to go in heavy amounts, and, well, I feel like from Liquid, their main way of attacking this is just going to be to try and heavy push through Heaven and try and go that way. Like, Neski's going to repel back up to the skylight, however, and see what he can do from this side, but honestly, with no Maverick in the situation that they brought, no Thatcher, no Thermite, what are your hard breach options right now? You only have Sexy Cake on the Havana. It's going to be almost impossible to make your way through here.
It's definitely going to be a hard one indeed to work with, as the first canister, actually second canister already has been baited out. Look at these bullet holes right here. It's so dirty to play against. There's almost nothing you can do. There we go, drone spotted out. Last, well, beauty, so to say, in place and deployed and detonated. That means that there's going to be about 1 minute and 15 left for BDS to, well, hold off with basically no utility from the smoke. That means there's 1 minute 15 for Liquid to attack from any site they want to and not having to fear about the Toxic Babes to be in position.
Yeah, but those Havanas are going to get shot out as Ranchero does manage to regain that control over Pixel. He's moved back in. Rafael still holding down, however, Zagato along with RX, and well, Liquid are between a rock and a hard place right now because they have absolutely no entry, but there we go, Sexy Cake. First death of the round. There goes, and RX is going to pick up that one for free. There goes the only hard breacher for Liquid, and this is just not looking good at all. Liquid have no answer to this defense from BDS.
Oh, nice if you had, and there we go, and ADS also managed to pick up the...
There's two ADSs.
Oh, yeah, there's two ADSs there, so much utility right there, but it works, because now they're going to be trying to waste it, just to find out there's another one, so... It's going to be Shaco to get the return. Well, actually, there for his frag onto Nesk, who tried to challenge him from the hatch, it seemed like.
Paula, however, has managed to gain control over Piano, but yeah, he's in a really dangerous situation right now to be able to try and push through. He has got the castle barricade, however, to try and deal with. If he can open that up, it could be great for him as Paula actually could be able to find one on the board already. Shaiko is down and off the board, but 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Rafael does find one. That's diffuser down, and the strike back tries to come through. Paula goes down. It's all down to PSK to try and bring this in a 1v4, but no, it's not going to happen at all. And BDS take the first round almost flawlessly.
Good round right there from BDS. Perfectly played into the band as well. Used it to their advantage. Nothing more you can say about it. The gunfights are won. Basically, like every single thing you need to get your rounds on the board, they had right there. They had the setup, they had the gunfights, they had the bands working in their favor. So,
to be honest, though, that was a really similar setup to what we saw against them in the Falls game, right? Like, this should be a setup that Liquid is familiar with from BDS. Potentially the bans hurt them a little bit there, but the ADS is also in place to make sure that that castle barricade does stay alive long enough when anything can happen. So moving to round number 2, right? We're going to see BDS moving through into kitchen service and kitchen cooking instead, but a strong start for BDS.
Yeah, definitely strong start. I was joking, like, that's why you bring the fuse, right? So you instantly take down all those ADSs, of course. A bit of a waste to bring an operator for that. So we're going to be seeing how this downstairs hold will start to evolve for BDS. Of course, they have been completely destroyed by a team on this map, so they've definitely gotten some ideas from how, you know, they were basically destroyed at that point. So they're just implementing it into their own game style right now. And you can see it. You can see it on the top floor setup we saw. Just waiting for it to happen right now. What is going to be the trick they have up their sleeves for this site?
There are so many similarities to how BDS is playing this game and how they played the Falls game. Like, in terms of setup, they're setting up Cafe almost exactly the same way they did then.
Yeah. So if Liquid just paid attention, right, you would say they're going to be able to, purely on that, counter-strat them. We're waiting to see, because of course this is going to be very, very defensive Cafe, which is of course already a very defensive sided map. So nothing lost, nothing gained yet for Liquid. All they want to do is get 1, maybe 2 rounds on the board, and they're happy if that happens. That's all they need, 1 or 2 rounds.
That's something that people really do often forget, is how defender-sided Cafe is going to be in this situation. So you just get 2 rounds, you could be happy. It really doesn't really matter if Liquid can't pick up those core sites, as long as they can keep themselves in the game. It is, however, is going to get burned. Shaiko playing around Harry Potter's Irish going to move his Yokai drone through into small and see what he can do. But opening up that nice angle, opening up behind the bakery kind of stall, that's not going to be great here for Rafael. He's going to have to pull out of that situation completely, and now they've given up bakery control.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of control from Liquid gained here, but it's going to be Paolo right there to pick up Shaiko. That's the first frag to go for the likes of Liquid, and they'll be able, well, it's actually the first frag of their game as well, as BDS had a flawless round, and it's instantly Shaiko off the board. See another angle being opened up, a long one, which is going to be making it even harder for Rafael to play in now. Don't forget, this has been opened up, so it's going to be easy to be used by the likes of the attack. And now we see it's actually going to be Rafael to come out on top, picking up the kill right there onto the Ash. As the next set of Excaliburs is being deployed, it's going to be yet another angle they're going to have to take care of. And that is going to be all she wrote, actually, because there is no more hard breach on the board at that point.
Yeah, no more hard breach on the board. However, you know, we have opened up a decent amount of those angles already. It's Paolo picks up another one as well. There goes RX. This is great work from Liquid on these attacks. I mean, opening up all these angles from the Habana, that's definitely given them a lot of areas where they can play around. Panix, however, has managed to move his way back up upstairs and into train. And, you know, he's got a really powerful position here to play with. Moringa starts to move in. He's got the Capital Ball still available. Of course, he's going to know that Panix is available. And upstairs, as Power trying to move his way in, he gets another kill. What? Rafael is straight off the ball with a great headshot from Power. And it's all down to Renchiro and Panix to try and bring this in. Great shot, however, from Renchiro. Takes up PSK. And another one for Renchiro. Here goes Power, and he brings it into a 2v2. And of course, Panic's still on that flanking opportunity as well. Moringa moves in. Oh my god, Renchiro! Moringa and SXK both go down. BDS take round number 2. And Renchiro with the 4K to just lock it down of sinks.
Beautifully played right there. And the TCSG-12, it's such a powerful weapon if used correctly right here in As you see them all coming down from the same angle, all he has to do is just press left mouse button as soon as they walk past and just pick them up accordingly. And that suddenly becomes a round to BDS that should have been Liquid's due to the fact how things played out. It was a 4-2 situation at some point, and we just saw basically Renshiro clean it up solely with his TCSG 12.
That whole round was Renshiro versus Paolo.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
Well, we'll see Reading Room and Fireplace Halt defense. Some would consider this the offsite, but honestly, I think if you're going to call this an offsite, it's one of the strongest offsites you could possibly have. There are so many ways in which you can hold this right now, and there's lots of vertical play available. To me, it does remind me of a lobby press for defense on constantly.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's definitely similar. Like, you require some good strats to make it very useful, but if you have those strats, it might even be better than, for example, Kitchen Bakery or your other primary. So we see that a lot. Like, with teams that know how to play that site are always going to be, well, coming out on top almost, right? Because teams don't, like, they aren't used to attacking those bomb sites with very complicated kind of strats. So if those strats actually come in, you automatically have a way up, because then you're just relying on the that adaptability of your team to try and attack it. So let's see if BDS is going to be able to bring us such a wonderful strat, and if they're going to be able to yet again get up trio in front of Liquid. Not that it helped them last time. It might be enough for this time, because this is the map that they have to come back to, even though it's Liquid's map pick.
I think as long as they can just get an attack win here, they're absolutely fine. Yeah. They're still in the running. We almost did see them bring in Kitchen themselves, so...
But it was on the back of Paolo, though, so it wasn't on the back of the team, so to say, right?
Sure.
You want to step up that team play to get those rounds in, and if like 2 or 3 of the other members stepped up right there, got 1 or 2 frags, and the round would have been over very quickly. But it's still young, it's still early in this matchup. Only 2 rounds have been played, and we're 1 minute into the third one. No frags have happened as of yet. There's a lot of actual information being called out there by PSK as he is using the ERD to see whoever is on the cam, whatever other utilities right there in his nest to deal no damage to BDS as he tried to do so, but it's just, there's a shield actually in place, so wasn't going to be able to do anything with it. That's a C4?
He shot the C4! Oh my god. Well, there you go. ADS is on Pixel will get burned. Here's Paolo really doing the work today. However, there is still a Valkyrie camera in Piano.
He's on fire right now. He's here for Liquid. He's here to, well, put them up as the second LATAM team to make it through to the semi-finals, as they want to get that extra spot in the Invitational for their region, just to make sure that they wouldn't beat EU. That is what they're working for right here, for that Invitational spot. That's on the line. And don't forget, if you lose today, you're out completely. There's no turning back from that.
Yeah, G2 and Nora already facing that harsh realities. They got eliminated earlier in the day, and we're going to have to find 2 more teams to be eliminated before the day is out. There we go. We'll see Shaiko still holding down just below into red halls. We'll see Liquid have gained that top floor control, but only 50 seconds left to go on the clock right now. Liquid, they're going to have to make a move if they want to make something happen. Moringa's actually moved down into train himself as well, as Yokai drones are going to get detected here from PSK. Should be able to bring that offline as he, desperately through the bars, through the floor. He's going to be able to find it off.
There's going to be a lot of time still wasted, though. 30 seconds left as we speak. C4 comes in. We see a long angle being held here by Moringa, but also by PSK. They need to start moving now. RX right there, standing by. First frag comes in from Paolo. Paolo is really on today. He's on fire, trying to get all these frags in. Goes for the pre-fire on the pillars, but no one's going to be there. Opens up the door as well, and is now going to be up to challenge Shaiko. Shaiko is going to be the next one that he needs to find, but the plant needs to come in. Sexy Cake manages to move in. PSK is trying to hold, but it's going to be Renshiro to come up from the flank. Now we'll be able to take care of that, but the plant's still going down with 2 seconds left. Managed to almost pick up the second frag, but will lose it out. Ness picks one up as well. It's only a 2-on-3 situation, 2-and-2 as we speak. And Nask still on 1 HP. Still has the gun available to him, though. Managed to pick up 1 frag. No, the second one as well. Nask, absolutely amazing. Manages to get that one basically almost single-handedly with a bit of help of Paolo. And that's going to be Liquid winning the round that they might need later on, as this is such a defense side, like Cafe coming up with the bans as they are.
Nesk is absolutely crazy. Him and Pal are really being on it this particular series and this particular map as well as we've pushed through into round number 4. Liquid, by winning the offsite attack, they've kept themselves in the running here. They're still doing well, and I think, honestly, if they win one more attack here, I think they can be completely content with that.
Definitely. Like, 2 is what you want. 1 is something to be happy with already, but like as soon as you get the second one in, then it just starts flowing for Liquid. They will see that they are going to be, well, going into the second half with the better actual odds, no matter the outcome, considering it's like 4-2 or whatever. Like, you would say they're not in front, but they are actually going to be in front, so that's something to keep in mind.
We're going to go back to Bad Cocktail Lounge, and last time, this was such a strong strategy from BDS. They had absolutely everything thought of here, in which ways in which Liquid could possibly deal with any of these situations. And, well, that castle barricade, the ADS is stacked up. Liquid were having so many issues trying to clear all of this out. And BDS, they held on to it very, very well. So I'm hoping this time Liquid see this setup and go like, okay, they're just going to do the same thing, which it kind of does look like they're going to be doing here. And they should know now how to clear this.
Where's the soft bridge? There's no sledge, for example, to deal with the castle barricade, so you're going to have to bash them in.
They have the Ash.
Yeah, but like, do you really want to use them?
I think so. I think
It
now.
depends on the
I think
actual
now that
barricade.
they're aware, right? They have flashes from Habana, right, and flashes
they
from
don't
Ash.
flash it.
They could double flash it, and they could easily burn those 2 ADSs. Now they know those 2 ADSs.
Definitely so. So let's see how Liquid will be adapting to it as we speak. But there's a lot of barricades right there on the window, so they're going to have to bash those in. There's a lot of time being wasted because you just have to hit it 12 times with the melee button, and that takes some time because PSK is going to be opening up these hatches with breaching charges because there is nothing else to open up these hatches with. So those 2 of those breaching charges already reserved for the hatches leaves you with 1 left to open up a castle barricade. So they're going to be, like Paul already started smashing these in, but this is just slowing down Liquid so much, up to 30-40 seconds maybe, that they might need later on. And look at Renshiro just being ready for as soon as it opens to go aggressive.
Yeah, no, he's definitely ready for any kind of aggression here. And Renshiro actually did a really good job last time here. He held down Pixel, and he was able to take those Havana charges offline as Liquid tried to open up any kind of long angles through into the building. We'll see Nesk is repelling just around the piano area, and Liquid haven't really made much movement into the building itself.
No, indeed they haven't, but I like the bait there from Panic. Just smack open the door and run away, so they will have to pay attention to it. That's going to be wasting another 20-30 seconds. So, like, all they're doing right here is just trying to hold them off. The first gas canister of Verax has been deployed, has been detonated, and that will mean that the, red hatch area is going to be denied for some time at least. See Renshiro right here playing in Pixel. Will be taking out some drones as the castle barricade there is still closed, but they will remain, like, they'll keep it closed most likely until they'll be able to actually deal with the castle. As soon as they get that frag, as Paolo almost managed to do as he saw the elbow, but didn't want to waste his shot right there. Will miss it. And Renshiro rotates out safely. Will not even be harmed or scathed or anything.
Yeah, not just yet. PSK, however, will find a little bit of damage, and so will Nesk, as Aurix makes a very bold rotate and moves through with Rafal. He's actually going to drop off completely as he's going to try and go for a rotate. Shaiko downstairs in reading as well as Renshiro. These are really aggressive rotates all above by BDS, but I like this from Aurix, as you said. The shotgun holes being made from below, down in those default plant spots. That's going to stop Liquid from making any real move on the site.
Definitely, as X-Carver's now coming in, that is going to be opening up an entry, or at least a line of sight into the freezer, and that is what they're going to be needing. They need to clear out the freezer, but it's going to be Shaiko that goes aggressive from the side. Will get a triple kill. That's Shaiko to completely dismantle the likes of Liquid right here, and it's going to be up to Nesk now. As he is moving up the white stairs right here, hoping to pick up 1 frag. Won't be able to get it because, you know, he was just sleeping right there. Nothing too spectacular, but with 10 seconds left, it's not going to be happening. However, there's another frag to come in. Moringa then picks up Shaiko as well. 75 seconds left. It's going to be Penix in a 2-on-1 situation, actually, in his favor. Moringa has no time, and he will get clutched out by Penix. It's BDS to pick up round number 4, and they take the 3-1 lead. With just amazing plays from Nesk right there, going that aggressive. Shaiko,
I mean, Shaiko, yeah, just straight through Cigar, kills 3 guys? How do you let him get away with that? That is insane that he was allowed to do that. I mean, that is classic Shaiko as well. Getting that opening frag and giving himself the entry, realizing he isn't getting traded there, and just push on it.
Just go more aggressive.
Yeah, just push on it completely. Like, you
don't be satisfied. Keep football.
Yeah, he just gets a 3 count on the round and completely shuts down all of Liquid's stacking ability in that situation. Round of 5 pushing underway, and BDS looking very, very good right now, but we've got to keep in mind as well that you have 5 rounds here, right? You're 5 rounds in. This is a very, very defender-sided cafe.
You cannot stress it enough.
You cannot stress that enough. With the operate bands, with the Thermite and the Thatcher both off the board, you really cannot come at Liquid for only having 1 round of the attack so far. But they do need 1 more if they really want to be in a driving position to move up to the defense.
Definitely so. Liquid, they want 1 more to be safe, to be set, to be comfortable to go into that second half, to have some room of error as well that they can maybe fall back onto if BDS pulls out something amazing that they weren't prepared for. That is what you want to get in 1 or 2 rounds. Because of course you can trust on the capabilities you have if you're on team, but it's better to have some leeway, it's better to have some slack, some extra room, some safety net that they can fall back into. However, setup coming down again. The question is, will this time BDS be able to win it without bringing it as close? Because the last time, if you remember, it was actually Renshiro taking 4 kills right there. As Paolo, he kind of did the same. Picked up 3 from 1 angle, managed to basically almost pick apart BDS right there. But if it wasn't for Renshiro, that round would have been Liquid's already. And then this matchup right now could have looked a lot different. So it's something to keep in mind. Yeah. It wasn't a very comfy win right there for BDS on this side.
I like the Nomad charge going down this time because we did see Shaiko trying to move through Sol and trying to get that aggression on the go, but it looks like, I think that Liquid are going to do the same kind of clue they did the last time where they had Sexy Cake open up that angle onto Small and making sure they could push through all of that. As Moringa putting down his Habitat Firebolts, making sure there was no one behind that area, but actually, the Kaya charge is actually going to deny that. Wow! What is that from BDS?
To deal with it now. This is actually very smart because you see the charge right there that will be denying that actual angle into the other area. So there's nothing they can do about it now. They need to force themselves through some other location, and that's exactly what Paolo's going to do right now. He'd done it before. He got these 3 frags from angles that, well, possibly shouldn't even exist at that point. So he's going to be trying to do the same thing. Now, back up from Nesko to come in as well. So these 2 amazing fraggers are going to be trying to make the difference right here that Liquid needs. And you see a very heavy stack towards the back of the side. They're going to use all those ACOGs, all those long, division holes as well, just for lines of sight. They're going to be trying to deny them as they're going to be moving through that rotation hole because that's what they're trying to bait them into. Go from that rotation hole. We'll be able to pick you up with our ACOGs. That's what they're trying to bait them into. As Shaiko's still looking to go quite aggressive from the side.
Rafal going to be holding down where he can as this site starts to get opened up more and more. We still got 2 Yokai drones up on the board. We also still have a Sneaky Panics up above in Train, who's managed to find his way through there. Yokai drones getting slowly repositioned around by RX as, well, Panics has managed to return back downstairs as well now. Liquid do not have a lot of time to work with here, but they do have a lot of angles open. Yokai drones still up on the board, and PSK should be able to deal with them effectively as he starts to move through. We'll ping out where they were as Execake again with a sneaky snake strategy, as you're going to be trying to see where exactly this Yokai drone is, but they're running out of time. They need to start to get into the site. Yokai drone will get eliminated here. Smokes are going to go out. That's going to signal the execute. There goes Shaiko. Great shot from Nesk. Will put him down. Renshiro finds one. However, as Nesk tries to move into the site, does manage to get quite far in, but he gets him down into Rafal, but does get traded out. Oh,
another kill on Panics.
Just find Panics, as you see. Renshiro finds one of his own. Moringa takes him, goes down, and the plant starts to come down, but no, it's going to get denied. Rafal picks up 2. He's executing power, both on the board, as BDS lock it out with a kill from Renshiro. They take round number 5, and well, Liquid need this next round if they want to keep in the race.
They do need this next round, but this one was so much to actually credit to the likes of Rafal and Renshiro. Of course, they have played a lot together before, but this round, like both of them getting 2 kills right there on crucial spots, making sure the diffuser wouldn't go down. We saw the TCS G12 again, taking shots from long range, doing quite a lot of damage, actually picking up Nesk as well, right after he downed Rafal. Wasn't able to finish him off due to the fact that the DCG actually came in clutch right there. Picked him up before he could go for the second frag. So they're working quite well together right there on BDS. But again, this could have gone way differently if it would have actually been a secure kill on the dock. Then the plant would have gone down. Don't forget that. And it could have been over already.
Yet again, from Renshiro, just holding down the prep area right there. Just completely eliminating everyone with Kaya's shotgun. Just doing a hell of a job. I mean, I've always said that Renshiro is like the god of holding angles, right? He's trained for years on
has that fast reaction speed as well.
Exactly. Like, he's all about it. He's not that entry, but if he's holding an angle, you just can't contest him. You will just die. You peek him, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're already dead before you even peek. So,
need to find another way to flush him out.
We're going to right over this. We're going to see yet another reading room defense coming out from BDS. We'll see exactly how this one to hold this. Liquid did successfully attack here last time. If they can do it again, it's going to be all good.
Yeah, if Liquid wins this, they're going to be in a very good spot to actually go into the second half, and I think that's what they're keeping in mind as well. They knew it was going to be a low opportunity for them to win the top and bottom bomb site. So everything is going into this. All the focus they have is going into this round, because this is going to be giving them the upper hand. Like, how weird it sounds to say, considering it's going to be like it will be a 4-2 scoreline, still gives them the upper hand for the matchup, as they do have so much room for mistakes and error.
And I think Liquid are going to know this, right? Because they see the Thatcher ban and they chose to ban out Thermite. They chose to go to a very difficult attack. And they're going to know that the 4-1 scoreline, they shouldn't be looking at it and saying, oh, we're losing. They should be like, okay, this is, you know, this is
still fine.
This is absolutely fine. Yeah. But yeah, they do need this round to keep themselves in the running at 5-1. I would honestly say that I just do not see a scenario where Liquid can win. They also do have Bank in that back pocket as well as the decider. If they do have to go there, I think, you know, Bank, as we said on the analyst desk as well, that's been a flawless map for them.
It's going to be a very good map for Liquid. So the question is, how is it going to be working out? Because in my opinion, Cafe, Bank, they could work kind of similar in some ways, especially vertical. You need to clear out the roam or stuff like that, right? So if BDS is really going to be able to show up, because BDS has some very good strats on Bank as well. You cannot forget that. They managed to use a lot of those into the Challenger League and actually come out on top every single matchup. Don't forget they were, of course, the top team into the Challenger League. So it's a bit logical that, of course, you get those stats right there. But it's going to be Rafale now to open things up, take down Nesk. And it's not the start Liquid wanted to go in to the bomb site that they actually need to win. Wanted to get that first frag instead. Sexy right there, walking over a C4, escaping death by literally a hair. As it was detonated just too late. Angle's going to get opened up again. Going to be giving them the, the actual vision into Freezer.
Don't forget, the last time that Liquid attacked here, Nesk was such a key part of that attack.
Yeah.
And he was able to get so many great entry frags as well as covering the diffuser as well. On top of that, so yeah, losing Nesk very early on, that's going to be devastating for Liquid. That's a great pick from BDS so early on. And, well, we're starting to run out of time from Liquid here. Zax the King is, however, going to be able to move his way up into Cocktail Lounge. He's managed to get a decent amount of control here through the vertical play for himself. This should signal the start of a decent attack from Liquid.
Yeah, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of control as well, just for Liquid up here for the taking on the actual site. So all they need to do now is find themselves into the site safely. If they manage to do that, they're going to be at a good spot. But they have to be careful again for that roam to come down. It's going to be Paul to take down Shaiko, and that is going to be the Jaeger off the board. It's definitely going to be opening up some sort of extra control that they might be able to use, but they do have to take care of those Yokais, because otherwise it's going to be a real hard one for them. We're going to see Shaiko denied by the smoke right there from RX, and that's a 3-on-3 situation. They need to move in now. PSK is actually going to go quite low as well. Needs to go for the plant, still takes some damage, wants to get the Yokai, but he's too late to actually go back on the plant, and that means BDS will be taking up their 5th round as well. As, the Yokai was there. Right there was basically clutch because they tried to deal with it, couldn't deal with it. And because of that, they had no time
smokes
left.
And the Yokai,
yeah,
the
smokes
getting
and Yokai,
killed,
just
everything like that. Great denial coming out from BDS there, but Liquid were having such a massive issue dealing with Yokai drones throughout their attacks. We just constantly see, even though they're bringing an IQ every single round, the Yokais were constantly giving info, constantly being aggressive. We also saw RX on that Echo drone being able to, like, drone ahead of Shaiko in a few instances, especially through Small Bakery.
Yeah.
So it is really surprising that Liquid was struggling so much to deal with that Yokai. However, with a 5-1 scoreline, they are going to be
lost. It's still a game that we're going up, and we cannot stress enough. Say it again, with these bends and the things that have been playing out, we are looking at a very, 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 very defense-sided Cafe. So, like, it might look like it's over. It might be over. We don't know. It depends on mentality, really, that Liquid is going to be bringing right now, and brings in the energy that BDS is going to be bringing right now. Like, those are all factors we cannot read from here, right? Like, those are going to be playing such an important role right now. If Liquid is staying positive, right? If they know, okay, we got this. We got one round. It's all we needed to actually get it done based on previous results. Then we're still going to be having a very, very good matchup coming up. But it could just as well be BDS that just has all the energy right now because they are also a very emotional team. They just completely steamroll through Liquid on this first attacking round. And as soon as that happens, they're going to start shaking.
BDS got to be thinking to themselves, 2 more rounds. That's all we need. 2 more rounds, and we at least bring this into a decider. We at least get our map on the board. Bank, of course, we've been talking about it. It's a little bit up in the air to see if BDS can really put some firepower behind it, but, well, BDS are definitely off to a decent start here on Cafe, but, well, it remains to be seen what they can do on attack.
And their attack is going to be, well, deciding, so to say. They need to get 2 rounds in, as you said, to bring this to a third map. Liquid already has that 1 leg in to the semi-finals. Of course, they're behind right now, but it's still a game. We're still going on. It's still Rainbow Six Siege. Anything can happen. We've seen great comebacks from 0-6 to go back to 6-6 to go to 8-6, for example, straight afterwards. Like a complete reverse sweep with 8 consecutive rounds to come in. So nothing is too crazy in this game. Anything can happen, and that's what we're banking on right now. We're banking on Liquid to just push it back and give us a very, very good matchup. And that is what, of course, would be the most beautiful thing to see as well.
Drones going out in heavy amounts as BDS will start to gain the control downstairs as well, just to deny any whiffy business going on here. This is a very interesting setup from Liquid. Of course, they've got all these barricades set up as well as PSK playing down here. Of course, he does have that Nitro available to himself as well as just the vertical angle, but it also is using Electro Claws downstairs to be able to deny this. Very smart. I like this.
That's very nice. I like that Shaiko actually all the way moved up already.
Yeah.
He's on the pillars already on the top 4 as he was just allowed to freely move up. Now he's actually back in Cigar right now. So a lot of control BDS gained very fast and basically uncontested. Of course, there's 1 minute left, so they're going to have to start moving. And as Liquid is just holding it from vertical angles, if they manage to get the right spot, if they just manage to use their number advantage to clear them out horizontally, we're going to have a very good opportunity of BDS actually picking up this first round right here. So they're going to have to start reading that. They're going to start moving into it as the first gas canister is getting deployed. And as gets the kill to Panics. Gets it down right there onto RX, and that's going to be definitely a huge one. Needs to repeat, spots him out right there, wants to go for it with the shotgun. Of course, the M59, the more you believe in it, the better it will be. And as they're falling back right now, as they know they're fighting an actual shotgun, it's going to be Nest to pick up Renshiro. Then we see Sexy picking up Shaiko, and this is exactly what we want to see from Liquid. It looks like another flawless round is about to come up as Rafal is going to be falling right there. It's a flawless round from Liquid, and they're fighting back. They're showing that this match isn't over yet, and they're here to actually take it 2-0.
This is looking much, much better here for Liquid now. Really, really good start to their defense, of course, is going to put them on the board.
Of course, only 1 round. We have 2 more sites they need to win.
And on, like, one of the easiest sites to defend on this map, it's true. But this is kind of, like, pace setting that we were looking from them, right?
True. They dictate the pace right now. They allow BDS to do certain things, but at that point, they just hit a hard stop, right? A full stop. Till here and no further. That's literally what Liquid is saying, and with that, they are going to be dictating the pace of the game.
Well, BDS, they tried, they failed. They're going to go and try and see what they can do in an attack on kitchen service and kitchen cooking. I think out of all of the core site attacks that we saw, this, in the second round for Liquid, was probably one of the closer rounds that we did actually see. But Renshiro did manage to shut it all down, but it did come into that 4v2. And honestly, I feel like if you're going to win anywhere on the core site, this is the site you're going to do it on.
You mean for BDS to win against
to win
Liquid here? Yeah. It's going to be a hard one to see, of course. Like, it really depends on the setup and if BDS is prepared to take it, if they have prepared strategies against the setup of Liquid. Like, I'm not sure if they're using basic setups or if they're going against something that's completely new in the strat book that they might be going for. Like, a big change that I'm seeing right here that we didn't see. What we don't see from Liquid, but we saw from BDS, is the wall not being reinforced to small bakery. So they're going to be getting a lot of free control into the main bakery, which will most likely hint at the fact there will be no one playing at this position. They're going to be further back into the site, maybe playing upstairs as well, and have a heavy roam that BDS will have to clear.
Well, Renshiro going to be repelling. Oh, not quite yet. It's going to open that small bakery window. We did see that a big part of Liquid's attack was opening up that small bakery wall to try and get that angle from behind the counter in bakery and try and shut that whole thing down. Where
get a lot of control there. But
yeah,
that's what Liquid is giving it away for free now by not reinforcing it after all, and no one being even in that position. But it kind of like suits their playstyle a bit more, I think, because the way they're playing is very offside. It looks more like a retake strategy than an actual anchor down strategy, right? You just look at Paulo, you look at Moringa right there on those positions. Is this a rehost or?
We're just looking.
We're just looking at the players. I was confused. I was like, are we having a tactical timeout mid-game? That shouldn't be happening. There's Shaiko right now, trying to lead the charge right here, hoping to move in. Slowly checking things out as Paulo is just patiently waiting on the red stairs right there. He's trying to get that first frag to happen. Had to fall back a little bit. We see the air jet now being deployed. There's a lot of sound actually going through. Drone gets taken out. Ooh. Already profit for Paulo. Really took down some information.
There's a nice shot onto a drone as well. Like, that was a surprisingly nice shot from
He's
Paulo.
on fire today.
He's getting drones. He's taking heads. He's doing everything right now. But, well, we do have the vertical play coming out from BDS. I think they'll be able to get a decent amount of control here. Looks like they're going to try and make for a freezer push right now as well.
The Mew Jammer's right there, so they put down a X-Kairos right there, but won't be able to detonate it as long as that Mew Jammer's there. There we go. Vertical play coming in from Rafael. Will be taking care of the Mew Jammer. That means now the angle will be opened up in the freezer. We'll be trying to at least get something done, but there's still Nask right here on the site. So if they extend too much onto that angle, they might just as well get picked up by the star player, but it's going to be PSK to go down. Moringa to take some damage. As, that is going to be the start of BDS that they need to get this side. As you said, this is the side that they need to get if they want to be able to win this game. It's going to be Moringa now to put in some damage as well, but nothing too majorly on the side of BDS. PSK trying to crawl into safety so someone can go and pick him up. I don't know if it's the right decision to actually call into the freezer because that's just going to get you killed.
Well, it's all going to get opened up by Shaiko here, and we'll see exactly how the rest of this is going to be going down. Yokai drones still available here for Sexy Cake as well. There we go, PSK finally going to get picked up by Rafael. Panics slowly trying to push around into bakery, but Paolo is still in control of here. Goes for the pre-fires, but isn't able to find him just yet. And Paolo's just going to be like, you know what, I can't fight this right now. Rencho holding down the angles. Moringa does go down. Rafael planting the bomb here as RX is going to be able to deny it, but we'll see. The push is be putting through. Sexy Cake does find one. Paolo brings out the pistol, gets one. Oh my god, the time! As he does lock it down, Rafael should be able to complete the
he gets it down as well!
Sexy Cake gets it down. Oh my god, he gets the plant down! Oh, he might be able to find it. Sexy Cake with a hot fire right now. Well, there's 5 bullets left, but he can't find it! Rafael shuts him down!
What is happening? If he was a bit quicker and standing up, he could have gone defuse there. Actually make sure it wouldn't happen. Tactical pause now being called out. That's actually... What was that round? I swear to God. He almost brought it back a 1-on-3 as well, but because he didn't actually read it properly, that the plant was going down on that same position, he wasn't able to pick up that round. That could have... That's round winning, maybe match winning right here for BDS. It's amazing.
Absolutely crazy that Rafael was able to pull off that situation. Sexy Cake emptied literally every single bullet that he had into that whole situation. And he actually almost managed to do it. He got the down, but he wasn't able to quite complete the entire clutch, unfortunately for him.
I think he thought, like, he got the Hibana, right? He was shooting on it. Yeah. He got down. I thought he went prone. Maybe that's what he thought. So he wasn't sure if he should continue to peek on the actual planter right there. That has costed him the round right there. And it's going to be Liquid now to be on, map point against them. BDS is going to have 4 rounds now to try and get their last one in, that they need to bring this up to map number 3, which is, of course, Bank. Something we are waiting for.
Coach Silence having a lot to say about that particular round, and, well, just guiding his team through all of that. Of course, you can see Fisker on the other side of it for BDS. He's got his strat book out there. He's like, okay.
I'm feeling pretty calm right now.
He's done the maths. Yeah. He's got his formula out. He's like, yeah.
This looks good.
This is what happened. I predicted
that round in pretty early.
Yeah.
Second round already. There's 4 more to go. Statistically, this is BDS's map.
Yeah, I mean, is it though? I mean, like, we were kind of discussing this right before. Like, is this a strong BDS map? I feel like, because in Challenge League, they didn't play it at all.
If we look at the statistics of how the map is
being played out right now, it is theirs to win. Yeah.
Because they get it in the second round of attack already, right? So that's 1/3 of your health already gone. So you still have, like, the majority to get 1 more, to double the scoreline that you got. So BDS is going to be the one in the driver's seat right now. They are allowed and permitted to make mistakes. And they took them out on the second bomb site of them. So the second favorite bomb site of Liquid on this map is going to be the one to deny them.
Yeah, we're still having some technical issues. This is a technical pause, not a tactical timeout, of course. So, you know, there's still some issues we're going to be working through here. Of course, no LAN is without them. But, yeah, Liquid are going to be thinking to themselves right now, this is not looking good for us right now. There are so many opportunities now. There's 4 rounds where they can find...
They need to survive 4.
One round that BDS needs to bring this map in of Cafe. And, you know, we were talking about it. We were thinking, honestly, and I kind of agree with it, I just did not think that BDS were going to be that strong on Cafe against Liquid. They've proven us wrong, I think.
They definitely proved us wrong. They have been preparing for this map, and you can clearly see it based on the setup and based on the attacks that they're bringing in. Liquid not really getting together right now, and we are continuing. As there we go. We are heading out for possibly the last round. There's going to be 4 more to play for BDS right here. There's 4 more that Liquid needs to survive to bring this up to overtime and make sure that this doesn't go into the third round.
They've got everything going for them here, though. However, this is a very, very easy bomb site to try and hold on to. But we did see BDS do something that Liquid did not even consider to do. They did the backside push, and they got the vertical control. Liquid never pushed upstairs to get
Liquid was
control.
so much offside as well. There was only 2 guys inside, right?
I remember Paolo, when they attacked, did go upstairs that one round to try and force Panics out, but all Panics did was just rotate down white stairs, and he went back to the site. Yeah. Liquid never really had that much of a concentration, but BDS, complete opposite strategy. You can see how much soft destruction they have with both RX and Renshiro bringing that sledge and that book respectively.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're going to be able to get open a lot of that ceiling. And I get the feeling from BDS with this lineup that they're going to do the same strategy. But Liquid this time should be a little bit more aware of how dangerous that flank through Freezer can be.
Definitely so. Like, normally you would expect the Freezer hold to actually, well, if you take it from there, right, it's really hard to actually finish it off because you're basically in a kill box at that point. So you just have to hold 2 angles and there's nothing they can do from there. But since the lack of presence on site, there was only 2 members and one got taken out quite early, it's really hard to then contest the kill box because you cannot hold off both angles. You can just walk through safely through one and get the plant down. Because don't forget, if you walk out the door, you're right behind the safe counter. If you jump over the window, you're right behind the wall that you cannot get shot from. So it's really important to make sure that they aren't actually coming through, as Panix is actually going to get tagged up straight away. It's going to be the entry from Paolo onto Renshiro, and it's going to be a very important one gone. It's one of the the soft breachers out. There's 2 grenades as well that they don't no longer have to worry about.
Yeah, not quite yet. Rafal, however, could be able to easily get open this hatch, and he's going to be able to drop down. And of course, again, BDS getting the control of the vertical play as it has come through. Buck's also going through from RX as well, getting open the vertical play. As we talked about, it is so important to get this open if you're going to do that backside take, because you've got to lock down those defenders and make sure that they cannot cross over, that they cannot contest that backside area.
Definitely so, and that's what, well, at least we see Liquid trying to do right now. As Rafal gets picked up by the C4 of BSK, and that's definitely going to be one to well, cherish, so to say, because it's definitely going to be helping you on winning this defensive round, because you cannot afford to lose one anymore, Liquid. You got to assemble right now and make sure that you are going to be bringing it in. Yeah, I'm bringing it.
You already used that joke.
I know.
Gotta think of a new joke.
I can recycle, mate. I'm from the Benelux.
Okay, that's fair enough, yeah, okay. Joe's got heavy amounts from BDS, and again, they do seem pretty committed to this backside take. But this time, Liquid should be ready for it, and you can see that PSK, of course, was paying attention to it, because he did manage to pick up Rafal already with the Nitrous Cell. We'll see Drone still out from Panix as well, making sure that this backside area is indeed controllable. The Excessive Kick is there with his Yokai Drone. Nesk is holding down VIP this time with the Mute, of course. We'll be able to see what he can do from his particular angle. Shaiko sees the back, but can't pick PSK just yet.
Here comes a grenade. That grenade might actually kill him right there. There we go. Perfectly good.
Yeah,
actually
nicely
won't be able to get it. But Shaiko then gets the frag straight away as he had to step backwards. And now the kill box has been obtained, so to say, by BDS. And it's all they needed last time. Is going to be all they need this time. There's Nomad trying to take the flank right there. It's going to be Panics to get stunned out. But the plant's already going down from Shaiko. But the smoke comes in. He's having to fall back right there. Won't be able to pick up the frag somehow onto Moringa. And it's actually going to be allowing him to go for the plant because there's no smoke anymore. It's going to be all up to the Yokais right now. Sexy Cakes will have to do this, but won't be able to find it as of yet. And as they aren't going down for the plant yet, this is the actual Yokai coming into play. And there we go. Liquid wins the round. All that they had to do was get that Yokai sniffed out, but they didn't manage to do it. And with that, they take up a round that just could have been lost as well. He would have lost his gunfights.
I think a little bit better adaptation coming out from Liquid
definitely.
there, just to play a little bit more patiently. But I think, honestly, a really big defining kill of that round was the PSK Nitro opens a Rafale. That just removes one person who's dedicated to that push, because they're generally how they're taking that is they're sending Panics to the other side onto half stairs to try and get that control over the backside VIP. They have guys who have to stay upstairs to try and lock down any of the defense pushing through, but that means that your actual entry onto the site and trying to get actual control is being affected when you're losing guys earlier than that.
Definitely. Like it's okay if you lose it in the final gunfights, right? You don't want to lose them when you're still setting up, because then your entire attack strategy is taking a beating and is literally going to be denied heartily by your opposing team. So
I think just because, like, with the way that BDS are taking this, they're like trying to get control as many angles as possible and just shut them down, and you just have everyone holding passive angles, and then your push comes through, and that's trying to force Liquid into a position where they have to react, and they're getting moved into those crossfires. But if you don't have enough firepower behind that initial push,
you're missing angles.
Exactly. There's no like kind of reactionary force coming out from Liquid, and you can see they were quite happy to just run down the timer. They had Echo available. If it came to it, they also had a Nitro, because of course, don't forget, where Sexy Cake was sitting behind the bar, absolutely impregnable. Panics wouldn't be able to pick him from there, but not only that, we had Nask in VIP. He could have been able to throw a Nitro through onto the freezer wall, and that could have been able to deny it, but he could have also managed to move through into bar and throw a Nitro over that side instead.
So there's plenty of denial still available to him. Of course, it came down to the very wire. Again, jump out coming out from Paolo, very aggressive right here, but won't be able to read him in time. Actually gets one, gets two! Paolo! Great play right there, and how did they not know he was spotted out? Rafale and Shiro are removed off the board, so to say. And Paolo, we've said it again, he's on fire this matchup, and he's showing why.
That was, Paolo is just absolutely on fire right now, and well, Shaiko is going to try what he can do to move down White Stairs, but nope, he is going to get picked up easily by PSK. And now we find ourselves in a 2v5 situation. All down to Panics and RX already, and we're only a minute into the round. Happened 3 people from BDS are already off the board.
Yeah, this is not the way. You can just say it like that. It's not the way they want to attack. It's not the way they want to approach it. We see RX drop now, trying to get in for an actual plan, but it's going to be taking quite a lot of damage as he's down to 50 now. Needs to find himself out to reunite with his teammate Panics, but he just keeps on getting shot and he has no clue from where, but there's a Dronal actually to come through. Moringa manages to pick up the frag, and there's Panics in a 1v5 situation. Now Panics is a very competent player, but I think this is even too much for him. This is mission impossible, especially if you get blown up from below. Just a carpet bomb coming through from Palu just to finish off his highlight right there. And Liquid 6-4, they only need to survive 2 more rounds before they can bring it towards the overtime. But my question here is, if you choose the site, the opposing team gets to choose overtime. What have they chosen?
It's a good question, isn't it? Well, I suppose we'll see how exactly it's going to go, because you don't know operator bans until you go into the matchup, but you have to pick OT sides before you do go into the matchup.
But you know what you are going to ban, and if you're going to ban Architecture or Termite, like, you know what's going to be happening, right?
Well, we'll get to that hurdle when we do get to it, but we'll see a Bar Cocktail Lounge defense coming through yet again from Liquid. And, well, things are definitely looking good for Liquid. However, if they do win this round now, well, they'll go back to Kitchen, which was the only site that BDS did successfully manage to take.
Exciting times coming in as 20 seconds left of this prep phase. We see the top floor slowly being established. Again, Paolo, such amazing plays, round and round again. We're playing on the mute right now, so a little bit for of an anchor position that he's going to be playing with that shotgun, most likely into the toilet area again, where he's going to be making sure that no one will be pushing White's hallway from Pixel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very hard area to get under control. We saw Shaiko trying to do just that in the previous round, to just try and push through the barbed wire and just try and get a pick, but, well, you know, he wasn't able to do just that. Exactly. I think that Liquid was struggling quite a lot on this top floor attack, and you can't really blame them, honestly, because it is such a hard area to try and get the control over, to try and push through into Piano, to try and get that area. We also had really good adaptation coming out from BDS during their defensive here, where they dropped off and they opened up shotgun holes behind plant spots.
Yeah, definitely so. BDS had a very, very, well, snapping plan right here, right? They knew when to fall back to go to their secondary positions and still managed to get it after that. Even though it looks like, oh, everybody's falling back aside, but at that point there's no roam clear coming in anymore. So you're basically getting free control from the downstairs area. And if you're using those vertical areas, it's really hard to contest both horizontal and vertical angles at the same time. So they really managed to get the upper hand with that on Liquid. The question is, what is Liquid going to do to reply on this?
Well, drones are going to go out from Rafal. We'll see how that is going to be playing out. Moringa, of course, still holding down Freezer. And this is a really strong position for Moringa to be able to play in. Because, of course, he got that shotgun on the close angles. But he can also deny the plant going down in that default spot next to the bar for a very safe position here in Freezer. And, yeah, you know, one could pick him up. But Rafal to slowly Maverick it open to try and push him out. And, of course, Panics from the roof has the angle.
Paolo's ready to just push out as soon as the Maverick tries to actually push him. I don't know why they haven't even opened up that angle yet, because Paolo is just sitting there. You know he's going to be playing there. You know he's going to be peeking you any second, so you really want to open it up, have someone else watching off that angle, so just to make sure you can try and bait him out. But BDS decide to actually not pay attention to that. And Paolo right now is going to be reading the situation quite nice. There's going to be a Moringa now to pick up Rafal. That means the actual Maverick is off the board. That gives Paolo basically free space to play, and he's not really going to be contested because there's no way they're going to be wasting the rest of the heart breach to try and get him out of that position. RX right now moving downstairs, trying to contest from below. We'll be using a skeleton key to open up, well, some default positions it looked like first, actually. Trying to already check what's there before he opens up more.
Yeah, Archibald doesn't have any more nitros remaining. Sorry, he doesn't have any more utility left remaining on some of his frag grenades here. Well, nades are going to go out from Ranchero, but RX below still trying to work out with the skeleton key to see if he can move anyone out of those default positions. But BDS not in a great situation, but Shaiko is going to change their fortune. Moringa does go down, but instantly treated out by Paolo as RX desperate to try and push up White's dead. Just managed to find Texas King, however, PSK will find RX in return. Ranchero is down, it's all down to Panics to try and bring this in, but no, it's not going to be able to do anything for them. Team Liquid, one round away from bringing us to overtime.
Against Paolo with a double kill right there. This man is doing massive work right here for Liquid. He just keeps on getting these frags consistently, and he's literally trying to keeping the team alive even, as they're now going to round number 12, the last round they need to survive, as we are going back to kitchen service, the round where BDS actually won, that they almost managed to win twice. So BDS is really strong on this one, and Liquid needs to keep that in mind. They need to adapt enough to make sure they shut it down straight away. Maybe use those C4s again to take down Rafal. Maybe a spawn peek coming through from Paolo. You never know. There's a lot of opportunities here that Liquid can use to try and get the odds in their favor, because if it's just coming down to a full on 5-on-5 for the final few seconds, I'm pretty confident BDS will win it.
Look at Paolo, he's 18-6 right now. He is absolutely going nuclear. Just call him Chernobyl, chap. Hap. Chappy Hap.
Chernobyl Paolo. Tactical timer coming out, it looks like. Oh, no, hasn't been paused.
We were a little bit too late on that one.
You got to pause it again. BDS is most likely calling out for the tactical. Well, no, it's actually gone through. So no tactical timeout, looks like. I don't know.
No, not quite
Doesn't
yet.
look like it.
I guess we won't know for sure.
Yeah, we're radio casting until we get back. There we go.
There we go. We are back into the game. It is going to be that kitchen service and kitchen cooking defense. Don't forget, this was the only defense where we did actually see a BDS victory. And, you know, this was actually just not looking good for Liquid for a lot of the rounds.
The second round they went here as well.
The BDS kind of like backside push, though, was looking very successful for them.
Yeah, what are they going to do right now to try and deny it? That is going to be the question. They need to make sure the freezer push is not coming through, because time and time again, we saw it twice, it seems to be very effective for BDS, and it seems to work out so well as well. So they're going to have to try and play into that, but whilst doing that, not completely forfeit the other side of the map. So There's a lot of stuff Liquid needs to keep in mind right here as they're going into, well, again, I'm going to say it, maybe the last round for this map, or they're going to be bringing it to overtime. It's all up to Liquid now.
Sue has stolen my notebook.
Has he stolen your
notebook?
notebook?
He's just going through it. Just sat there judging my notes.
Trying to win the winning strategies.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He's going to find him right now. As it's going to be Paolo. There we go. With the first frag onto Renshiro. Paolo doing such an amazing job right here as he manages to get the first frag onto Sledge. That's the grenades off the board as well. And, I mean, what was the kill record again?
Enough.
It was 27, something like that?
23, I think.
23. So,
23.
I mean, if we're going to overtime, we might as well see Paolo break it. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but he's definitely looking strong right now. It's PSK with the kill onto RX, and the building towards the actual overtime scoreline to come through. And Shaiko's right now holding off this long, this tiny angle right here again, trying to get the hatch shot like he did last time. Hatch is going to get Electroclawed. That means they don't have a Havana anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're relying purely onto the Maverick of Rafael.
Yeah, they have been doing, and well, they've already lost all their soft destruction, basically all their vertical play to be able to come through. It just hasn't worked out well whatsoever for them. We'll see Panics trying to make his way down the white stairs to try and see what he can do here, but yeah, as you said, no Habana available to them, only relying on Rafael, only relying on the Maverick. It isn't really going too well for them. However, Shaiko is going to try to change their fortunes as Moringa will go down successfully. There's a nice shot off the board. There's also Pulse off the board. That's a decent amount of info from Liquid now removed off the table. Pala still holding down Bakery.
Yeah, he's going to be pushed soon by the likes of BDS. They know they need to take him out because this man is absolute, like, going ludicrous right here. He's nuclear. He's dangerous. They need to take care of him because otherwise the radioactivity, you know, that is going to just get to them right there and just super powered Liquid up. Get the Hulk in there. You can call him the Hulk, actually, if you want to keep on the Avengers theme right there. As Paolo will be picking up yet another frag, this time onto Rafael. That's the only hard breacher they had off the board. Diffuser dropped outside, 30 seconds left. We'll be getting another one. Paolo absolutely going crazy with that triple kill right now. It's going to be all up to Shaiko. Manages to pick up one, but then gets picked up by Paolo. Paolo going absolutely ham as he is right now on a very, very heavy killing streak right here, and it looks like there is going to be a technical pause to come in right here, as there has been some issues, but oh my god, Paolo, you are going ham, and you're definitely stepping up to try and take back that record to the Latin scene.
Paolo's just a beautiful man. Like, you can see him here. He's just working it.
He's feeling it.
You know, he's working it. For those who don't know, he is the closest one to the camera right now, so, you know, you get that high-definition detail.
Oh, yeah, you can see what champions are made out of.
Definitely. Well, yeah, while we have that technical pause going on, of course, Liquid have managed to send us to that overtime, and things now looking a little bit better for Liquid. We saw at the start, it wasn't looking too good for them at all. BDS had a really commanding lead. They had some really nice strats coming out, especially of that top floor area, and Liquid just could not find that entry. But now we're moving through into overtime. Now it's starting to look like, well, Liquid could definitely bring this in. They're only 2 rounds away from knocking out BDS.
As well.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to be looking interesting. I'm quickly trying to research what the kill record is because I want to know if he's going to be making
I believe it is. I mean, there is an unofficial kill record of
official
Shaiko.
match.
Yeah. In DreamHack with Shaiko, BDS versus Luminosity.
23 in an official matchup from Citizen.
Yeah.
In one map. So, 23 in an official matchup. Is it doable? How much is he on right now? That's what I want to know. As that is going to be giving us a good indication with 3 more possible rounds where they are starting on the defense on the likes of Liquid. So Liquid is having everything they need to step this up.
Can we see the scoreboard medics?
Can we see the scoreboard medics? A beautiful observer right here from the Adria region as well. Look at 22. 2 more kills and he breaks it.
He's 22-6 right now. Paula has just been an absolute driving force from Liquid throughout this series right now. Him and Nesk working together have managed to put rounds on the board in heavy amounts for Liquid. Well, we'll have a look how that continues to go down. We are 6-6. We are all tied up here in overtime, but BDS start this overtime in that attack. That's not a great situation to be in right now.
Definitely not. And look at Paolo, again, picking up his mute. He is going to be playing his favorite position. He only needs to find 2 to break the record of Citizen, and that is what he's going to be aiming to do. So I don't know if he knows, but we definitely know, and that's what I'm rooting for right now.
He's got it.
I don't even mind if Liquid loses it. I just want Paolo to break it because he has been on point the entire time. He deserves to win it right now. He deserves to get that record. and he's definitely going to be going for it. As PSK again deploying that beautiful electric wall from below to deny that wall from being opened up, making sure that it will not be able to be shot from the skyline. Look at the utility around Paolo is rising. They're setting up for it. They know it's going to be happening.
Oh, we'll see Shaco is going to be moving up to the roof and trying to get it all out and seeing exactly what's going on. As we have a look at what Liquid exactly have decided to do here on these defenses. Nice shields and just common angles just set up here as flashbangs are going to go down to put the ADSs in the site, and there we go. Already, that cocktail shield is going to get removed from the game. Nice play from Shaiko coming out as Sexcake is going to be in a bit more of a squiffy situation if he wants to contest these longer angles.
His feet are going to be exposed to the skylight, of course, so he has to keep that in mind when he goes for these pushes. See BDS right here trying to deal with Paolo. They haven't actually actively tried. I don't know why they haven't used the Maverick just to open up on the bathroom, just to get Paolo out of that position, try and flush him out. They haven't been doing that. They just let him play there for free, and because of that, he's picking up a huge amount of frags. Look at him. He's going even aggressive right now. He's just holding off picks, so as soon as someone moves in right there, he's ready. He's ready to respond with the M59.
Yeah, well, Paolo, as you said, just holding down that tight angle onto Pixel, and this is a really dangerous position for him to be in, because as you said, like the Maverick wall going on there, that could be really dangerous for him to see. And well, yeah, that is exactly what is happening right now. What if Paolo's actually realizing this? He's not going to realize, and well, RX going to pick him up easy as that.
Yeah, I didn't hear the Maverick opening up right there and actually came to haunt him right there. We'll be picking him up, and that means he's maybe going to have one, maybe two more rounds to try and break the record. Unfortunately for him, won't be doing it this round. Now he is going to be cheering for Liquid to make sure that they will be winning this round, because it's absolutely needed for them as well, considering the fact there was 10 defensive round wins, only 2 attacking ones. So you want to win this one. You don't want to bring this over to attack. Try and do it there. This is not a good start, losing out your top fragger straight away.
No, not a great start at all. And also losing that bathroom position is going to open up that white hole angle to be able to push in, but RX picks up his second kill as well. He's going to find Moringa easy enough to smoke. And the Mute, both off the board, both the shotguns, both the SAS operators, but also a huge amount of plant denial is now off the board. But we see Liquid now running down that time. We see PSK's rotate all the way down below. He does have that Nitro still available to himself. Sexcake does have the Oko Jones available to himself as well. As Panics moves through onto Heaven Window. Wonder if he's going to go for an aggressive player to try and push in as Rafael. Oh yeah, he is going to just jump all the way in. And well, no, he's going to get shut down. Sexcake is going to go for the wrong run out. Shaiko takes out one. RX takes out another. And it's all down to PSK. Defuse go down successfully, but well, BDS take it in as Shaiko will close it out. And that's the BDS's first attack win here on Cocktail, but also both teams. The first time that either team has successfully taken Cocktail attack, and it's in overtime, Hab.
Yeah, definitely so. And of course, we often see it actually swapping around the roles in overtime, but I have a hard head in it. This is going to be very hard for Liquid to come back into, possibly their last round again. They need to fight back. They need to actually win on attack right now, something that they have only done once before. They need to do it. How will they be able? That's going to be the question, because BDS managed to get that one due to the fact that they finally adapted to Paolo's playing position. They open up the bathroom. They managed to get him out.
Not just that, and you are right. Like, the Mute going down so early and Paolo especially getting eliminated so early on is a really big factor as to why BDS did win that round. But also, they take the smoke off the board.
Yeah.
They give themselves plenty of time to actually get into the site and go for a plant. And they remove plant denial options from him as well. Like, we saw Panics trying to go for a play into Heaven and try and take out Sexy Cake, but even if him losing that fight, still, it just buys them time, right, to get the diffuser down.
Definitely so. And, like, Paolo being dropped so early basically allows you to play without any pressure into piano. So, you're going to be able to open up whatever you want without having the issue of there being an actual smoke or Mute just running out with a shotgun right there and SMG-11 just bursting you down. So, Liquid, it's all up to you now. You need to win this attack if you want to take this in a 2-0 swift fashion against BDS. And make sure that Secret is our only hope that we will have left on the EU side of things. Especially for all these UK casters around me. Like, I don't mind, honestly, because, you know, I'm independent. But
right, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Demo would be upset.
Well, I mean, we do have Secret coming up after this against Luminosity, and we do have 3 EU teams at this event, but, well, one of them's already been eliminated. BDS could be in the running as the next one on the chopping block. We'll have a look as we'll get into that overtime. Of course, we still are in this technical pause, and, well, we'll see how things are going to go down. Looks like we should be back in hopefully soon.
No, still stuck on 3 seconds.
Still on 3 seconds. Eternally on 3 seconds, unfortunately. Well, Liquid are in a really dangerous situation right now. Because, of course, they are going to have to try and attack Bar Cocktail Lounge. And, yeah, that wasn't going too well for Liquid before. BDS had this, like, really nice castle strategy going on. And I think it looks like they are going to be bringing it again. And Liquid just could not find an entry onto this whatsoever.
The thing is, BDS is so much more evenly distributed. You have Ventura Strike above 12, you have 2 and 7, 1 and 3. What's on the other side? You have 1 on 22 right now. 1 kill away from that record of Citizen of Navi. Nilo's here, he's watching. He's going to be probably keeping him up to date. Like, dude, your record is about to get broken, maybe. Depending on Paolo. If, of course, he isn't watching himself. We're going to see this double ADS coming out again yet from BDS as they are, of course, using their also effective setup for the top floor.
I mean, it's fine, right? They had the bulletproof camera, like, on piano, and then you just castle barricaded out. You have the ADSs that can't get shot in this situation at all, and it's just impossible to break through at all. I mean, even and also, on top of this whole thing, they're going to know as soon as this castle barricade is in a situation where it's going to get opened up. They're not going to get caught off guard because of the bulletproof camera.
Definitely. What I do like, though, is Liquid actually bringing in the sledge right now to deal with those castle barricades so they don't waste 30 seconds each. So, like, they're saving themselves time here if they do this properly. Is it's going to be up to PSK, though, to just make sure that those Valkyrie camps, those black guys, are not going to be in position to harm them too much before, well, it's irreversible. It's going to be up to Liquid now to actually step up the game. BDS did it a second ago, taking out Palu early on. Now it's up for them to repack themselves, refocus themselves.
Something that we've seen BDS do quite a lot is they'll often drop off and they'll rotate around through the laundry hatch quite a lot on this particular map, on this particular site even. So, I mean, I kind of would like to see, and I like this adaptation from Ness, to go downstairs to get this control as well. This also could allow PSK to move in with him and remove a lot of this utility from below, including those ADSs.
Yeah, definitely so. PSK now droning out, spotting out none of the players inside due to their mute jammer, basically blocking out his capabilities to do so. TX Kairos will be trying to open up some stuff. Paolo not able to hit the shots right there on the player into bathroom. Trying to take out the position he so likes to play in himself. Sexy Cakes willing to drop in, not actually feeling confident enough to do so yet. It's the second smoke canister right now, or actually third of Rewind to be deployed. He keeps him deploying quite early on just to try and buy as much time as possible. And what I'm thinking out right now, there is no echo on the board, so there is no going to be like late denial that they can use. So as soon as Liquid can manage to get control, some form of control of the site, get that plan down, it's going to be a very hard situation for BDS to find themselves in, especially as Paolo right now wants to get this. We'll get this frag. That's 23. He's even out the record of Citizen right now. All he needs to do is find one more in 1 minute. Even if they lose it, then they will still have some sort of well, positive thing to look back onto, but definitely the rest of his team is going to have to step up for the third map. Will it come that far? Paolo to be the one to carry his team, possibly to victory, definitely to great heights.
Yeah, Xcaros are going to be going down. It's going to open up even more angles for Liquid here, and also more angles for Pala in general. Shaco is going to be holding down very, very close. Does manage to do a little bit of damage to Pala, but they're going to have to retreat all the way back into the backside of Freezer. Sexy is getting set up for his plant here. He's going to be running it all out, making sure that he is in a situation where it can go down. Panics is threatening that, of course, with his own Nitrocell as well. Pala has no frag range remaining. Does see Shaiko and takes him. No, it's going to be PSK takes the kill as we have 3v5. Call it a 2v5. Sexy moves in. And he's getting ready for the plant as well.
There we go!
Paolo is going to be breaking the records here as Nitro's going out from below. Double kill from Rafal to deny the plant as well. PSK is going to pick it back up, and the diffuser time is going to run out. Rafal, all he has to do is deny the diffuser going down. He's going to creep his way through into Piano as well. Goes to the prone. Paolo is not going to be aware that he's actually rotated all the way around Rafal. He's going to be aware that he can come through here, but Paolo shuts him down regardless.
Let's go.
That's 25 kills for Paolo.
How much is he going to up this record? Is he going to be bringing it up to insane heights right here as he just outdid it by 2? Paolo, definitely the star player today for Liquid. has
AC
broken the
silence.
record.
Sounds gives him that quick fist bump.
Yeah, just give him that
lets
fist
him
bump.
know.
Keep him going, because 7-7, 2 attacking rounds in a row. We've only seen 2 in the regular time. So what is going on right here? It seems to have swapped. The question is, will BDS be able to change it up now, or is it going to be Liquid that actually will be finishing this off in a 2-0 fashion, just with the cherry on top, with Palu breaking out the frag record in an official matchup?
Absolutely crazy stuff coming out from Paolo. He's absolutely on fire right now. We're going to maximum overtime here on Cafe. We're going to see BDS yet again are going to be attacking, and we'll see Liquid. With actually the reading defense, I actually don't mind Liquid doing this right now, because this was definitely one of their stronger defenses.
Yeah. It's definitely something to look up to. Liquid are the ones to take this. We didn't expect this map to be this close. We expected Liquid to take it before we came up to the final round that we're going to be seeing, because we are in Max OT. We are in Max OT to show here who's going to be winning it. Of course, that's a factor to Paolo actually managing to break that record, because you have more rounds, you have more opportunity to get those kills in. But it's an impressive thing nonetheless. Like, he's been on top every single round. The average, like a KPR of almost 2 as well. So, like, it's amazing. He does these jump outs, gets
I didn't even know
kills.
the kill score went even that high, to 25. It's never been seen.
It's never been seen before in the history of Siege, as he manages to get up these frags. It's up to Shaiko and Co right now to just shut the men down. If they manage to do so, that round might just as well go to BDS. Because if they just let him live right now, it's over. They need to shut down Paolo, then they need to start working on the rest of the side, because otherwise it's just going to be Liquid to go all the way, bringing up to 2-0. It's oh man, oh man.
This, on paper, is all Liquid right now. But we've seen an overtime that's been completely attacker-sided, so it really could go either way. We'll see how it is going to be going down. I'll see Renshiro below, trying to open up all the angles that he can, and trying to cut off these crossfires. One big thing that Liquid had going for them in the last round, that they ran out that timer so easily, and they were able to bring in all that plant denial to bear. And there was really just nothing that BDS could really do about it all. And well, this is why I think that Liquid going here is such a good call.
It's a good call indeed to go to your offside instead of the main side, because it was just so much more convincing compared to the other one. There we go. Freeze control now being established by Shaiko. He needs to move through. He needs to get these entries for his team, because so often BDS relies on Shaiko getting these entries for them to actually work. C4 just barely misses right there. That could have been a very early frag to go down. Second C4 hits as well, but won't be able to pick up a kill. It's going to be Nats to fall first. Shaiko will receive some damage, but he gets taken down right there by Sexy Cake. It's a 4-on-4. The grenade comes in from RX, and it's a 4-on-3 right now. It seems like BDS is trying to fight back, but Paolo is still alive. He is still out here to make the difference for the likes of his team, as he is still holding up to the top floor control. That's all they need. The echo is gone, the smoke is gone. There's a lot of plan denial off the board. That was the issue last time for BDS. So right now they should feel comfortable going into the last minute of this map.
That's a huge amount of utility gone, however, from BDS, even though they are at that the man advantage going through. They have used Capital Balls, they have managed to use nades as well just to clear out this top floor, and they've not even done it successfully, as Power is still up here, and he's still being able to threaten all of that. PSK should be able to rotate down up here as well, if he wanted it to, but no, they're just both going to fall off, but they're going to give that threat that there could easily be a rotate, and BDS have completely slowed their roll now. 40 seconds left to go on the clock right now, as RX going to be opening up Sledgehammer, and he's going to be able to try and open up this vertical plane, but they're running out of time, and this is exactly what happened last time map. Liquid just ran the timer down. PSK puts a kill on the board, and that's going to be bringing into it 3v3s. There goes RX, and yeah, you are completely right. This is not looking good at all for BDS. They're going to enter into train instead, and try and push through the other side. Panics does still have those smokes available, and this could be an easy crossfire smoke setup. They know they don't have any vertical control anymore. And yes, the smokes are going to go out, but there we go. Pala is going to be able to down one. And there goes PSK, takes on the diffuser. It's all down to Panics in a 3v1 to try and bring it in. PSK does go down, but, well, it's not going to be good enough for Panics to bring it in. As Team Liquid will take the round, and they'll take the map, they'll take the series, and they'll eliminate BDS.
27 kills on Paolo. This man is an absolute god for Liquid right now. He is Paolo. He's not to be messed with, as he just smashed that record by atomic heights. He is nuclear. He is detrimental for your opposing team right there. Nothing more to say about that. Paolo, man of the match. Hands down. I don't think we can even make a discussion about
no, you can't. Like, that he
There's
is man of the match.
nothing to say about this. Like,
he brought it through completely, and I think that you know, a lot of people were saying that BDS is going to be an absolutely phenomenal force here at this tournament, and already we see them eliminated. That's 2 EU teams already eliminated in the quarterfinals. We'll see MIBR, Team Liquid, and of course Space Station Gaming go through into the semis, but we still have one more quarterfinal coming up. That is going to be Luminosity Gaming versus Team Secret as our 4th and final quarterfinal of the night.
EU's final hope.
Well, yeah, that's going to be EU's final hope in Team Secret. We'll see how that goes down, but of course, well, we saw how this all went down as Team Liquid will go through. We're going to throw to the analyst desk and see what they think of all of this. Ace, take it away.
Well, what an evening.